right, so this week we are reviewing Delirium, which is the name of our short film as well. So go check that out on YouTube. But it's a 2018 movie, Netflix movie starring Topher Grace and directed by Dennis
Excuse me, sir.
Iliadis.
I think what you meant to say was, in honor of our short film's release, we're watching a worst film so we can feel better about
A
ourselves.
lesser movie.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
A better movie.
we're just going to straight up say it. At least me and Edward, we did not like this movie.
I love this movie.
What
We're going to start with you
I
then,
thought it
Anthony.
was
We're going to
so
start
good.
with you. We're going to start with you then.
Okay, start with
All right, this is
me.
our spoiler free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Three-word
should
name.
explain it first. Basically, this guy, he just gets released from the mental hospital and is under like house arrest type for a month, and he can't leave or anything. But he starts to go crazy, kind of like he sees things that aren't really there, and it's just the whole movie is him locked up in the house, kind of going crazy.
So no plot.
But
first off,
dude, I thought it was what really got me is you couldn't tell what was real, like what was he was imagining and what was real. Like I couldn't tell which was which, and I loved that. Cause like the whole movie, I was like, okay, is this actually happening, or is this guy going crazy? Because I think it was so well put together that it was like you didn't know either. Like he didn't know, but you
that
didn't
it
know
gave
either.
off was a little too obvious for me. Too.
yeah.
I thought it gave off some cues that you might have just not picked up.
Because here's the thing, I really like the concept of Delirium, and because like you said, it kind of keeps you on edge what's real and fake. But they steered away from that entire concept the second half of the movie.
That is true.
It turned into this mesh pool of a sorry plot.
It went from a psychological thriller film to a heist film.
It was so... I don't even know how to describe it. It was just... it was a mess. It was just a messy movie.
I loved it. I thought it was really, really good.
What did you like about it?
Here, let's
besides that,
with our 3-word game, boys. We'll start with that.
Okay,
I'm going to start off with mine. Ours was better.
Dang it, that was mine. Hey.
I thought about this before
mine, so
we started recording for once. So
I did too. I'm same as Edward. I don't know what to say.
This three word game is always so hard for me.
Yeah, I don't know what much to say. Like, if I got their budget, I think I could craft a better story than they did.
We had way less than their budget, and we crafted a better story than they did. We had no budget.
I don't know. It was a pretty good story. It had me intrigued.
Tell me what it was about, besides Delirium, besides him seeing things. Tell me what it was about.
I can't, because this is spoiler free.
Oh, that's true. That's true. My bad.
We'll save this questioning for the spoiler review.
Dude, it was so good. Y'all are crazy.
I think you're insane.
Okay, so we forget to mention he is on house arrest, and he has a parole officer, so it's not like he's getting checked on. And first off, the parole officer does some stupid shit. Second off,
okay. I do agree with that. In the beginning, she was whack. I don't know what the heck was going on
in the beginning.
there,
I think you meant the entire movie. She was whack.
And
every
like
character
Anthony,
in this movie was whack.
Like Anthony said, he is seeing things, so sometimes you're like, is that real or fake? But like what we're saying, the second half of the movie, you can throw that out the window because like certain things are real, like just by how cheesy it is and how the cues they bring off, and it just turns into this wild movie about nothing to do with Delirium.
I would disagree, but okay.
What the bro?
They also have a love interest, but I don't buy it.
Which I enjoyed
at all.
I enjoyed that.
That might have been the stupidest love interest I've ever seen in my life. Like the way they met and their connection was utter, like just straight up bullshit.
The development of the characters was bad because they talk about things that happen, but they never explain the background on it. Like never. The end of the movie, I don't know who these characters are. I still don't know who they are. Who they were trying to present
The
to us.
only good character was Topher Grace's character, and that's because his acting was so much better than everyone else's as well.
Yeah, I don't even
And
like
that's in
Topher Grace,
Topher
but
Grace's like
he was doing good.
poo-poo, but he did the best job in this film. I think that says a lot, honestly.
Yeah, there's just a lot of plot points that don't make any sense. They try to twist the whole concept that they're going for in a completely different direction. So,
their plot twists didn't work as a plot twist because there was no plot to twist to begin with.
There was
and I think
literally
that's
no.
what we're trying to say.
Yeah, that's all I have on it for non-spoiler. It's just not a good movie. It's a waste of time, in my opinion.
Oh,
I
three
think
words.
it's a
Waste of
great
time.
movie, and I recommend it to anyone who's listening to this. I would totally watch it again.
Anthony is also on track right now, so
Anthony's the one that recommended this. So if y'all waste your time, then you can talk to him.
It's true. And if y'all don't like this Delirium, I also watched the other one by accident. It's another horror movie, and it was amazing.
What did you watch it on? I'm still curious what movie that is.
What
if you guys
movie
don't
it
like
is?
either, I guarantee you, if you go watch our 5-minute film, it will be the best 5 minutes of your life.
Then you'll understand it. Yeah, what did you watch? Is it an old one, or because I never look up Delirium only.
You can rent it on YouTube, but I just use the site that I go to watch movies, like a pirate site.
I don't think you're. So why would you say that out loud, bro?
Pirate site.
FBI's.
I have to cut that out, dog. We can't be a movie podcast and say we pirate movies, dog.
Yeah, FBI will be on our ass.
That's fair. But anyways, do y'all want to keep talking spoiler free, or do you want to go?
What's our spoiler free ratings for this one, boys?
Yeah, I got nothing else to say.
Spoiler free.
You go first, Anthony.
Y'all are gonna hate me. I give it a 9.
No comment.
Dude, it was so good.
No, I'm just no comment. I give it a 2.
I'm giving it a 2 as well.
He only gets 2 points because I like the concept.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm sorry. It's a 2 for me, dog.
It's gonna make our season finale rankings so weird, bro.
It's gonna be so bad. Stay tuned for that.
All right. So where do y'all want to start?
I can't get over you giving this movie a 9. Jesus fucking Christ. How are you gonna give a movie that literally throws out a sea witch at the end as a plot twist?
A what?
A sea witch. She throws out Ursula, dog.
What the hell are you talking about? Okay.
He said, "What are you talking about,
dude?"
I'm sorry. Okay. I
can't even say anything about it yet. But that was.
Hold on.
That part was.
We're done with our non-spoiler review. Thank you for checking us out. Make sure you leave a rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you're listening to. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel and our Instagram and our Twitter at the Hooligan Hangout. And make sure you say hi to our moms for us because we're going to see you later. If you want to hear spoilers, then stay tuned.
Probably a lot of yelling. All right, let's go.
Yeah, a lot of disagreeing.
I'm not going to yell. I'm just clowning on this movie. I think it's funny.
Oh, I'm going to yell at Anthony for him thinking this is a cinematic masterpiece.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
It
Anthony.
was. Where do you want to start?
Where do you want to start?
Can we start about... I'm going to start with the only thing that's visual effects. And that's the stupid dad with his face torn off. And how stupid it looks.
That was bad. Yeah, I agree. That was pretty bad.
It looked like a video game character that we see in...
Yeah.
Like, it was not good.
And all we knew about his parents was they, like, supposedly committed suicide.
Like,
nothing
that was
to do
something
with
you
any,
can
like,
borderline easily, like, practical effect do. Like, you didn't have to do
the dad.
But they did it, and it was
We knew that her dad killed her the whole time.
And also, like we said earlier, the parole officer kept checking on him, and then she took his pills. You're gonna tell me she's gonna fucking take her pills from a guy who suffers from that shit?
She was whack. Also,
are we gonna talk about how when they first introduced her, she hated him for the crime he committed? That we don't know what he did, right? And I'm not.
Right.
That's a pretty good plot point to get you interested in like, oh, what did he do that was so bad that this person just absolutely hates him? And then like literally like a night later, she's like, let's fuck, bro.
She said, you clinged on to me. Clinged, that word.
Dude, that's she just like got up and was like, okay, I'm coming over.
Okay.
Like, what?
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't know. That was weird.
So the first half of the movie, it was interesting because it was actually delirium. He was hearing different things. He was hearing different footsteps. He was terrified. He could not sleep because of what he was seeing.
Another issue where the first half of the movie, it started off like it was going to be a strong 8. Like a strong 8. I wouldn't have given it a 9, but I would have probably, if it kept up with the way it was going, I would have given it an 8.
Yeah, and if
but then it completely fell off the deep end.
Yeah, it started all of a sudden his brother's there, and it's cool because we don't know if he's real or fake. We find out he's real. No, he's definitely real. He's definitely there. We find out his whole the whole background is he watched him kill other women.
Yeah, well,
one person.
No, it was more than one person.
He only watched one.
Okay, so the first red flag that I got in this movie was they show him getting back out of 20 years. Okay, in a mental institute, and he's just coming back into society. He's on parole for a month before he can do whatever he wants, right? I get the whole, he's free. He's finally back at his childhood home. He does his thing, like the Home Alone thing, where he just goes and acts like a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't give him any plot while he's doing that. Literally, the only thing that they throw for a plot is he has to get through these 30 days. And I thought it was going to be like one of those time-lapse things where he deals with these delusions 30 days. He runs out of his meds. He has to go like the last week or something.
Exactly.
No, didn't do anything like that.
There was
there was absolutely no foreshadowing to the end of the movie at any point in the first act of this movie. And that's the first red flag that I got, was there was no story. It just felt like we were just watching someone walk around, like just wasted time.
There was also no payoff whatsoever. Like you said with the 30 days thing, there was no payoff to that. And to top it off, we find out his brother's there for like his dad's inheritance or whatnot, and they find it downstairs. And they're talking about this whole time. Oh, mom hated us. That's why she left us. She's all underground, near a phone line with nothing else there. How the fuck did she survive?
I was wondering how she survived.
There was literally a single can of Campbell's soup there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It made no sense how she was alive. She should have been dead.
She also had no tongue. No tongue.
Also.
And there was... Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I was going more in chronological order than you were bouncing around. Sorry. So I'm bouncing back. So the next issue that red flag I had was the love interest, right? They introduced her early on as a grocery delivery girl, right? And instead of her being creeped out that she's delivering to someone with the ankle monitor who's on house arrest, who she's well aware of what he's there for, and instead of being creeped out, she falls in love with him right off the bat. Like literally no questions asked, she immediately is like,
I don't think they were in love. I don't think they were ever in love in the whole time.
Oh, you don't mean to tell me?
I don't think that was ever the point.
Yes. Yeah, it was very much like
I don't think that was ever the point for them to be in love. Like they had a connection, and that made sense. Like he hasn't even like seen a woman in 20 years.
Yes, but
so that makes sense for him.
She kissed him, dude. She clinged on to him.
Okay, well, just a kiss doesn't mean like
she made the moves
madly in love. They're gonna marry each other.
She made the moves on him, knowing that
I feel like it was less of a love interest than
knowing that he went to jail for murdering women. Right?
Yeah.
She knew this. She knew he was on house arrest, but she was like, I'm a fuck anyways. No sense. Made no sense at all. Literally didn't question a single thing. She immediately was like, yeah, I'll steal $1,000 drugs for you. That's cool. That's fine. I got you, man. That was it. That was literally it. Made zero sense.
Yep.
Okay, Anthony, where did you want to start? What were you going to say?
Um, I was saying so some of the parts that like I already said, you couldn't tell what was real or fake, and obviously that was a huge part of the first half. And then even in that second half, though, like you knew it was real, but there's still parts like every now and then that I wouldn't know were real. Like when he killed the parole officer, I thought that was like a part of something that he saw, or when
I think
he
you
found
might
his
be
mom,
retarded.
like that could have easily been something else that he.
I'll
Yeah,
let me say
no,
this. I
I'm
think a
calling
very
bullshit.
interesting turn. A very interesting turn that I what
I was calling bullshit
calling
on what
bullshit on
Anthony said.
what?
On Anthony, that he still couldn't believe some of the stuff at the end.
Okay,
I couldn't.
I think an interesting turn they could have done, which they completely fell flat on, was whenever he had that girl, the girl Lynn, whatever her name is, he had her over, and then she went to the kitchen, and then like he couldn't remember, and he saw her on the floor, like that I was like, wait, did he like? Is he the one that actually kills the girls? He just like his whole mental thing, like he forgets, and then they're like, no, Alex did it, and I was like, well, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
rather it have been a twist like that where he did it.
no, they
Yeah,
made it very clear that
I
once
thought
those
that
pills
too.
kicked
Kind
in,
of the whole
everything
time.
after he took that was real. They made that 100% clear that everything after he got his medicine back was real that he was seeing. Like they made
Yep.
that clear as day. That's how come nothing was interesting after that.
Yep. And then you expect me to believe that Alex, like, just seeing how much he loved his mother, he's going to kill her in her, like, disabled state?
I think he was
Yes,
more
he was
putting her out of
crazy.
her misery in his head,
Absolutely.
but he was definitely kind of nuts. So
No, he was crazy. He didn't care.
And then he was like, I'm going to kill your little girlfriend before the cops come. And he's down there not even worrying about the girl. He's just down there looking for different stuff. Like when he sees his mom, not worrying about anything. He just minding his own business. And then he takes the girl down there to threaten him again. Like you could have killed her at any time.
exactly, made no sense.
Like if you're such a killer, you would have already killed her.
I also
Um,
extremely
but then he wouldn't
hated the fact that
he wouldn't have had leverage.
there shouldn't have been any leverage because the brother all of a sudden, instead of being this monster psycho killer, he's just there for money. There should like that made zero sense.
Yeah,
It was stupid.
to count as motivation, I see that as motivation to kill, and like in movies.
No, because he already had a gun. He could have just killed the girl and then threatened to
Yeah,
kill him.
but then I don't think the leverage would have been the same. But anyways, going back, like knowing that his brother was real the whole time, it made when he first started seeing him and he didn't think it was real, it makes all those scenes like I want to rewatch those scenes so I can see like how crazy this brother was, because at first we didn't think he was real.
Wait,
And then
but
also,
That movie
go
was
ahead.
such bullshit. I don't know what to tell
I
you.
don't know. And y'all say like the first and the half like don't correlate at all, but I think they blend so well
What
because it's
the
like
fuck?
he just his whole entire life was basically destroyed because of what like his brother did to him, and then he finally gets out, right, and he's finally like, okay, I can be normal, finally gonna be normal, and then everything starts falling like apart again, like there's no winning for him, like his brother came back into his life and just ruined it again once he started getting better.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
It had no correlation whatsoever.
I
The
thought it was really
whole
good.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
the whole premise of the movie was he was supposed to be having these fits of delusion where he's seeing stuff that he doesn't know it's real or fake. But the movie cuts out the
Right.
most important part of its plot halfway through and doesn't make it any part of the final act and what should be the emotional peak. It takes no part in that at all. Literally,
Yeah,
they
it's
remove the most
it's like they
important
were
part of
trying to
their
find a
plot. They
different
remove
story
it and they
all of a
switch
sudden.
tones completely. Like I said, it switches from a psychological horror movie to like a hostage situation because that's what it is. It goes from him trying to figure out what's real, fake, what's if he's crazy or not, to him trying to find money to save his girlfriend. That was it.
That's why I said it would have been a great twist if. Wait, is he?
If they would have just
I'm not sure what exactly you just said, Edward, but
Yeah, you're
as
dead, like dead,
like
dead.
and then they executed it
It's not recording.
better.
It's not recording.
that is.
Oh, it didn't say it is.
That's still going.
Oh, okay.
Now it's
Go
going.
ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, I was saying they could have executed it better, but like
Bro, they executed
they-
it as low as they possibly could have.
if they made the second part the same, where it's like you don't know what's real, even with those pills, I think it would have been even better.
Well, that's
But
why
they
I
didn't
said
do
Go
that.
ahead.
Is the thing.
I don't know. I still think it worked. It blended really good.
I was gonna say that's why it would have been a bit better if it came off as he's the one that kills those girls. He's just
Right.
so fucked up he doesn't remember. But no, they
It would have been
Did
great
not
if
go
they
that
would
way.
have kept you thinking that he was like schizophrenic or something, right? Because that's I thought that's
Exactly,
where
yeah.
they were going at first. Is that he's like just imagining his brother in his head, or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
But instead, it's like,
Yeah.
oh no, he's actually there. Yep, crazy. It's a
That's
twist,
all I have
but
to
it's a
say.
very
I have-
shitty twist.
I have nothing else to say, to be honest.
And then
This movie
we
was
didn't even
a
talk
pile of
about the
shit.
whole dad. The dad was crazy.
There wasn't much
Because it
about
was
him.
stupid and useless and should not have
Dude.
been in the movie at all.
I don't know.
The dad and
I think
mom, absolutely retarded, stupid bullshit storyline that did not need to be in there.
No,
It was just in there to give the impression.
I disagree because that's kind of
No, that storyline was in there to give the impression that it had a deep, layerful meaning, when in fact was still just as shallow as it was before.
I don't think so, because without the whole mother and like the father part of it, then Alex would have never been able to come into the movie.
Yeah, he would have. He could have still been the crazy brother. They didn't need to go into his dad being psychotic at all. It could
I
have
think
just
they
been his
did
brother
though,
being
because
crazy.
that's kind of what that's the full first half of where he was like imagining things. You know, he was seeing these weird recordings, and he would find this room, and you know, he would see all this different stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the
but like
first
I
half.
said-
It didn't come full circle.
Like I said, that shit could have been replaced with images of his brother, him going back to like seeing like his brother abuse him. Because the way it set it up, it made it seem like the dad was going to be the main abuser here, but instead it was his brother out of left field, out of nowhere. It doesn't mention his brother at all until he gets to the house and starts seeing his brother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sets his... This movie spent the first third without mentioning the main villain whatsoever. Give you nothing to go on. Give you no plot lines to go on. No foreshadowing to the end. Because the end came out of so far out of left field, it was just like nothing. That's what this movie was. It's just a pile of nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have anything to say.
I liked it.
Sticking.
I don't have anything either.
Sticking with my score of a 2.
I'm sticking with my score of a 2.
Okay, I already knew I was gonna do this, but I'm going to 8 for after considering everything.
Nice score that matches up with his IQ for this one.
So yeah, I thought it was a great movie, and I recommend it to
You're
anyone
gonna give
that
this
wants to
movie a
watch.
higher rating than what you gave Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
He hates
I
Uncut
would.
Gems.
I would.
He
What
hates
the
it.
hell is wrong with
Definitely.
you?
This is a very good movie.
Hate us
This
because you
movie
ain't
was a
us.
pile of shit, dog. I don't know what, dude. What the fuck is like? I need to go inside of your head so I can try to understand what you're thinking. It's like that Inside Out
Yeah,
movie. Like, do you ever just wonder what's going on inside of someone's head?
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
figure out
yeah.
What makes
That's
Anthony
funny.
think that this is a masterpiece?
Yeah.
In fact, I'm actually like once we stop recording, I'm gonna go back and rewatch probably the first half again.
What the?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro, if I found like 5 red flags within the first 30 minutes of the movie, then there's an issue. Don't mention the stupid looking zombie dad. gross, stupid.
Yeah, the zombie. Okay, the dad was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty bad.
Then, like I said, the sea witch came in there out of nowhere.
The sea.
She was pretty
Ursula had to
cool.
go down and kill the freaking brother. The ending was stupid because he's just walking out to talk to the cops like anything's gonna change.
It was pretty stinky.
Hell, he probably ended up back
I
in the
wonder
mental
what is gonna
institution either
happen.
way. Stupid.
I think a sequel would be cool.
Stupid. What the?
No, please, no, not again.
Like,
All right,
Ow.
before
Like, the
Anthony
sequel
keeps
could be-
spewing out dumb ideas, we're gonna just quickly end it here before our friendship ends over this movie. You guys enjoyed. Thank y'all for watching.
I have a great idea for a sequel.
No,
But
it's okay.
Alright.
okay.
If the studio wants to hear Anthony's opinion, you can reach out at the Hooligan Hangout at gmail.com. It's our business email. Hit us up. But other than that, hope you guys have a great night and say hi to your moms for us.
And subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.